60 Minutes Rewind.
He may be as close as you get to a sure thing in Hollywood. Over the last 10 years, Rob Reiner has defied the odds, directing 7 films without, as he puts it, a single stinker. But he is a lot more than just a director. He's a screenwriter and a partner in a Hollywood studio and a comedy actor to boot, although he doesn't have much time for that anymore. He's a lot older and fatter and bolder than when you first met him, and Rob Reiner may not be the name you remember him by.
You are a meathead. A meathead, dead from the neck up. Meathead. What did you call me?
I could win the Nobel Prize and would say, Meathead wins Nobel. We went to a royal premiere of When Harry Met Sally in London, and we were walking up this red carpet to meet Princess Diana, and I got meatheaded a couple of times with a British accent. Hey, meathead, how's it going, meathead? You know, it's a Cockney accent. They meatheaded me.
And Rob Reiner hates being meatheaded. It may have been one of the most memorable roles in television history, the kind that most actors would kill for, but the name doesn't have much to do with who he is today.
It's like Dopey to me now. It's like Dopey. I mean, it's so far away from who I am that I find it odd. It's just odd. I mean, and yet I understand people have that association with me, so that they're going to call me that. But I mean, it is so far away from who I am.
And who he is one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, a 46-year-old studio boss. He lives comfortably with his second wife, photographer Michele Singer, and their 2 sons in a house that once belonged to Henry Fonda. His films have ranged from mock rock documentaries to courtroom dramas, from fairy tale to romantic comedy. But if there's a trademark to a Reiner film, it's a main character who usually has something in common with Rob Reiner.
No good. My dad said it, I'm no good.
In Stand By Me, Reiner directed the story of a boy searching for his father's approval.
No, he just doesn't know you.
In A Few Good Men, Tom Cruise plays a lawyer living in the shadow of a famous father. And North, his new film, out this spring, is about a boy who tries to find a new mother and father.
Do we detect a theme running through these films? Is there a, yeah, absolutely. If you're working from someplace honest, you're always going to tap into your own experience.
And Rob Reiner has plenty of experience to tap into. He grew up with the famous father, Carl Reiner.
Welcome, America, and hi there, everybody.
Rob's dad was a writer, director, producer, and actor in television's golden era. First on Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows, and then as creator, writer, and occasional actor on The Dick Van Dyke Show.
Look at it this way. I'm not 29 anymore. I'm an established genius.
What was it like being Carl Reiner's son?
It was very exciting and also very overwhelming for me. The exciting part was the obvious part, being in contact with the people that he associated with, also getting to watch him create and work on the Van Dyke Show. I went every single day, every summer of my teenage years when he was doing Van Dyke, and I learned.
Whatever you were going to say to Laura, I would rather you said to me.
Okay, Rob, if that's the way you want it. Rob, you're a beautiful girl.
I just absorbed like a sponge everything that was going on. That was the good part.
And the bad part?
My whole life growing up as a child, all I ever heard was, your dad is the most talented, he's a genius, he's a comic genius, he's the nicest person in the world, and I kept thinking, boy, you know, how will I ever live up to this? I mean, it's just too much.
Why did you feel like you had to live up to it?
How could you not want to be somebody who the world loves as a person, who they also respect as a talent, you know? I mean, maybe I could have taken an easier road, I don't know, but I think that this was a natural way to go. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to write and create and direct and make shows. I always wanted to do that, and probably because I saw it with my father.
As much as Rob idolized his father, as much as he wanted to grow up to be his father, he never got much encouragement from Dad.
I didn't know he had talent. I was hoping he would be smart and go to school and learn a lot of things, and be something. But I never knew he wanted to be an actor. So I think I was paying more attention to my career at that time, and there was no way I couldn't. I mean, that's the terrible thing about doing television, which requires so much material, but it was also my need to do that kind of thing. So I think he didn't get the attention that he probably wanted.
Actor Billy Crystal is Reiner's best friend.
What drives him, do you think?
I think there was a time that getting out from Carl's shadow was important to Rob, and a very tough psychological thing to dwell in the shadow of many people consider a giant in the industry.
And it was Norman Lear, another giant in the industry and one of his father's best friends, who first recognized Rob's talent and cast him in All in the Family.
The Van Dyke experience and All in the Family, my two great learning experiences for how I made films.
Gee, it's getting like politics in America. It's only for the rich. Who's been feeding you that commie crapola?
President Eisenhower said that.
He did not. Eisenhower was a great president who never said nothing.
And it took up 7 years of your life.
Yeah, 8 actually, 8.
You won 2 Emmy Awards.
Correct. Continue.
Everybody we've talked to says that you're a wonderful, wonderful actor.
Well, they're right. No, I don't know. I like to act. I have fun, you know.
Sandy has a girlfriend, Glenda. She's a weightlifter. And it's not like her neck is bigger than her head. No.
And he had some fun taking on this cameo role in last summer's Sleepless in Seattle.
Not bad. Really? Yeah. Is it cute, though? You're grading on a curve?
I like acting for a day or two because it's fun. It's fun to get in a costume and to pretend and playing house, you know, basically. It's fun to do. But if I had to do it over a long period of time, I think I would get very bored.
But what's not boring is directing, attending to every detail in a movie. Even as an actor, Reiner says he always thought like a director.
While I was doing All in the Family, although I loved playing the part and it was a lot of fun, even while doing scenes, I was always aware of what was going on. Right now, I know these people are standing here watching. I'm aware of this camera and the camera behind me. I mean, my mind is all around what's going on. So I was never just in the scene as an actor. My mind went to what the cameras were doing, what the audience was doing. It's not the best way to act, by the way.
But it didn't seem to hurt his acting in All in the Family.
Oh, now I've lost my mind too, huh?
Well, you must have. What kind of job do you figure to get without a degree?
Well, I don't care. What's the difference? I'll drive a truck, pump gas, collect garbage. Bingo. Start collecting the garbage off the table.
Since All in the Family, you've barely done any acting at all.
I love directing, you know. I love to do that. And it's very...
Get up out of bed and...
He knows exactly what he wants from actors, and he's not afraid to tell them. He feeds them lines, sometimes word for word, or in this case, sound for sound. Meg Ryan in the deli scene from When Harry Met Sally.
Now, this is a very difficult scene for Meg to do. She has to fake this orgasm. We can say this, right? Yeah. And she was a little tentative at first. And Rob's going, no. It's got to be like this. And he starts doing it and pounding the thing and da-da-da-da.
Yes! Oh, God. Oh.
And Rob's mother is in the scene.
I'll have what she's having.
And he finished this thing, this gigantic orgasm, and turned to me and said, "My mother's here." I can't believe I did that in front of my mother.
When the lights come up in the movie theater, people for the most part know they've seen a Tom Cruise movie or a Jack Nicholson movie or a Julia Roberts movie. Not that many people could tell you who directed a film. Not that many people pay attention to directors.
Right.
Do you miss the applause? Do you miss the recognition?
No, because if I'm watching the film with an audience full of people and they're enjoying it and they're laughing or they're having feelings that I'm hoping to evoke, that's a tremendous. That to me is the payback.
You like the power and the control. You like being boss.
Yeah, it's not even a question of liking being boss. I don't think I'm good at not being it. I'm not a good follower kind of guy. I mean, you got to let me do everything, then I can give you what, you know, something good hopefully will come out of it. But if you don't let me do that, then I don't know how to function. So why don't you just do it?
He's unbelievably mean about things like the script being good.
Nora Ephron wrote When Harry Met Sally, and she got a lot of help from Reiner creating the neurotic main character. That's because he was based on Rob Reiner.
Every scene has to be good. You work and work and work. You torture yourself rewriting the script.
Did you have arguments?
We had some big arguments, yes.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does. He doesn't have a bad temper, but he gets mad. It's not personal. It's sort of thrillingly not personal, so that you always know that what you're fighting about is the movie.
And we own the rights to it.
And Reiner wins most of his fights now. He's the ultimate boss, running his own studio.
Not at this point, I don't think.
6 years ago, he and 4 partners formed Castle Rock Entertainment. They've just sold it to Turner Broadcasting, which has promised to leave them in control. Last year, his film A Few Good Men was nominated for an Oscar as Best Film, but Reiner himself was overlooked as Best Director. He wants you to believe it doesn't bother him, and he says his days of trying to prove himself to his father or to anyone else are finally over.